Fox, check the Wii U gamepad volume. Let's go over some R-Wing controls before we get into combat. Use the gamepad motion controls to move your gaming reticle. The motion controls can be adjusted via the gamepad while you're in the pause menu. Press the ZR button to fire your main laser. Use the cockpit view on the gamepad when you need precision aiming. Press the left stick or the Y button if your reticle's calibration feels off. You'll use both the left and right sticks to pilot your R-Wing. The left stick is your control column. Ascend by tilting the left stick down. Descend by tilting the left stick up. If you want to invert your flight controls, you can change them in the pause menu. Switching the TV screen to vehicle view. Check your gamepad for the cockpit view. You can control your speed with the right stick. Tilt the right stick up to use the boost. Tilt the right stick down to use the brake. To do a somersault, ascend and boost at the same time. All it takes is a quick flick of the control sticks. The X button works for somersaults too. That's the one, Fox. Press the ZR button to fire your main laser. Use the cockpit view on the gamepad when you need precision aiming. Press the left stick or the Y button if your reticle's calibration feels off. Well, go ahead and show me what you can do with that R-Wing. Let's move on to all-range mode. With all-range mode, you can explore wherever you want. To do a somersault, ascend and boost at the same time. All it takes is a quick flick of the control sticks. The X button works for somersaults too. Hold the ZL button to switch to target view. It helps to locate your objective. Try targeting the brake box. Keep an eye on what's ahead of you by using the cockpit view on the gamepad. All these are ship's performance. No abnormalities detected from here.
And that tutorial went on for a bit too long. But welcome everyone to my first impressions of Star Fox Zero. Let's go to the main game. But this is my first ever Star Fox game.
The name's Fox. Fox McCloud.
Fox McCloud.
I'm the leader of Star Fox, an elite fighter squadron established by ex-Cornerian flying ace James McCloud, my father. 5 years ago, my father was hired by General Pepper of the Cornerian Army to investigate strange activities on planet Venom. He never returned. Despite being a backwater little rock in space, Venom had become the base of operations for Andross, a crazed and banished scientist. 3 pilots flew out on that mission. My father, James, his best friend and wingman Peppy Hare, and Pigma Dengar, an honorless slimeball who volunteered for the assignment. Turns out Pigma was working for Andross the whole time. No one saw it coming. Pigma betrayed Peppy and my father and led them straight into a trap. In the chaos that followed, my father sacrificed himself to create a diversion so Peppy could escape. Barely making it home with his life, Peppy knew it fell upon him to report the courageous last moments of James McCloud. At the same time, he delivered the news that Andross had amassed a terrifyingly huge army and intended to conquer the entire Lilat system. And so began the Lilat Wars.
Which I think was actually one of the names of the games over here in Europe, actually, in the European regions and Australia.
5 years have
We
passed.
got the same title of Lilat
The
Wars,
battle
which I
between
think was
Cornerian
the
Army
original
and
Star
Andross's
Fox.
forces is spreading to every planet in the Lilat system. To carry on my father's legacy, I brought Star Fox out of retirement. I've got the latest technology, and I'm filling the team with pilots I know I can trust. Slippy Toad, a close friend and a gifted mechanic. Falco Lombardi, a hotshot flyboy who's got your back when the going gets tough.
That ain't Falco.
Peppy Hare, my father's old wingman, a seasoned pro and the glue that holds the team together. That brings us to today. While en route to planet Corneria, we received an urgent message from General Pepper. Apparently, Andross's army appeared out of nowhere and launched a full-scale attack on our once peaceful capital. Now's our chance to honor my father's legacy and restore the Star Fox name. You hear that, Andross? We're coming for you!
Entering Corneria's orbit. It's been too long.
You can look at that as a 4-4 break, technically.
Urgent message from General Pepper. Star Fox, do you read me? We're under attack from Andross's army. We need your help immediately. Just like to save the sightseeing for another time. Check your GW user system. Falco here. I'm fine.
Slippy here. I'm okay.
This is Peppy. All systems go. Keep your reticle calibrated, Fox. All right, boys. Let's rock and roll.
It's been a long time since the Star Fox game. I think Command was the last one.
Over the wings.
Okay, Slippy, let's go. That's what the rings are for. Gold ring. I just expect to see Sonic coming out. This is actually really difficult. Now, if you guys were paying attention in the last 2 weeks of waiting for Star Fox Zero's release, you probably would have seen Nintendo release an animated short of Star Fox, and this is actually the mission that it's yes. I'm gonna take a hit there. I'm gonna take it on the inside. Let's go. And let's get out of here.
We're heading out. All aircraft report. That's fine. You okay over there, Fox?
You did it! That was a close one.
You're becoming more like your mother.
And the animation was actually the mission completed part of this first mission, not the actual accomplished one, which I remember from the E3 demo of last year. And this is the first time I've actually played this, and well, it's a bit difficult.
Modern functionality engaged. No longer allows for more maneuverability in confined spaces. Urgent message from General Pepper. Star Fox, do you read? We're under attack from Andrew. We need your help immediately. We'll take the job. Andrew.
That's okay, well I won't put you through all this again. Didn't need to do a somersault. Too close. So then, pretty much the last playthrough of the mission, Slippy died. I have no idea still what that does. Did I have a feeling that that door that they want me to go through won't be until later on?
Looks like this is a welcoming party. Say hello. I'm saying let's hit the back way.
And there's Slippy.
Star Fox, I'm glad you made it. I'm holed up on the top floor. You must help. What are you all waiting for? Let's watch the rides. Think you got 10 of them, Fox?
Obviously that's an invisible wall and it's how far as we can go. wrong target. So it's a half somersault, I think it's with the B button. Let's see if I can put a smart bomb down. Oh, I think B is to drop the smart bombs, but I think if you're running out, it does motion control stuff. And let's try the other part. Laying the wrong way. And he gets away. That's not bad, still silver. Right, so I think that's it for Star Fox Zero. Yes, it was the first mission basically twice, but you got your differences in the missions and what to do in them, and various cutscenes as well. What do I think of the game? It definitely has a learning curve, I can tell you that now. I didn't expect it to be quite as hard with motion controls as it, you know, and they said that at E3, like a lot of people said that at E3, you know, like all the people that played the demo at E3 last year said that it was going to be tough to play this game. But I think that the game is pretty good, and the motion controls definitely feel good in this game. I think that the controls are, yes, a learning curve, but I think they're in a way very intuitive for what we need to do. And I think Miyamoto definitely used the motion control to its, you know, to the effect of the game, because ultimately I think you know, when you think of motion controls, you think mostly like driving and that sort of thing, but you know, there wasn't a Star Fox game on the Wii, so they didn't really use the motion control back then. The only Star Fox games, of course, were the Virtual Console ones, but even then that didn't have motion controls. Whereas this one does, and I think that they utilize the motion controls pretty well. Because it makes sense, you know, something like Mario Kart has motion controls, that makes sense. The R-Wing having motion controls, that makes sense as well. So that's not really a bad thing that this game has motion controls. Some people hate it, you know, I'm indifferent to it because, you know, if it fits the game, of course I'm going to say, yes, go for it, that's great. But other than that, I think that the voice acting is good, the music, from what I hear, is pretty good. The story is, you know, pretty much, I'm not sure if it's 1-to-1 with Star Fox 64, but it's pretty close. And yeah, I think this is a good game. So thank you very much for watching my first impressions of Star Fox Zero for the Nintendo Wii U. You guys have a great day tonight, and of course, take care.